Welcome back to Joe Steiner Boxing. Fight of the year so far. Brilliant fight. Technically brilliant. Perfect blend of power, precision, poise, heavy-handedness. And technicality. Of course, I'm talking about David Benavidez versus David Morrell. Brilliant fight. Benavidez wins unanimous decision. I had it the same as two of the judges, 115, 111. The other judge had it 118, 108. I have no idea what he was watching. No idea at all. But Benavidez deserved the win. This is a prediction I actually got right, surprisingly. But yeah, he moves to 30 wins, 24 KOs, no draws, no defeats. This is at 175. Of course, both Morrell and Benavidez jumped to 175 from 168 simply because Canelo wouldn't fight them. And if Canelo did fight either of these, I would expect him to lose. This incarnation of Canelo anyway, whether he has the old juicy meat that he eats or not. I think Benavidez would batter him, and I think Morrell would also outpoint him. Canelo's tough, but what an engine these guys have got, both of them. And what punishment they can take. Benavidez is just one of the best pressure fighters in the whole of the sport. Brilliant pressure fighter. Both of these guys looked like proper 175 pounders, whereas in their first fights, because I've only had one fight at this particular poundage previously, both of them have, and they both picked up secondary belts. But Benavidez with more experience. Morrell, this was Morrell's 12th fight. He's now got 11 wins and just the one defeat. He was hit more in, say, for example, the fourth round, which was a thing of beauty. He was hit more times, probably triple the amount of times, than he's been hit in all his previous fights, just in that one round. The fight began with Benavidez, as you expect, putting the pressure on. He started quicker than he normally does. He knew he'd got his work cut out tonight. And Morrell looked very, very slick, very typical Cuban style. Southpaw Morrell, orthodox Benavidez. Morrell's going, Benavidez is coming forward. Morrell's sort of using his feet, landing some very fancy flurries. But Benavidez, the pressure's on, mental as mental as well as physical, mentally draining as well as physically draining. And then, like I say, that fourth round, Jesus Christ, there was some serious damage going on in that fourth round. You've got to go and have a look at it if you haven't seen it. It was an amazing round. Both guys just swapping punches. But this was obviously going to be, even though they were both technically very good, defensively good, they were offensively so good too, that it's kind of like one cancelled the other out, if you know what I mean. They were both getting hit cleanly. It's just that Benavidez was doing more of the hitting, I think. With Morrell, like by the sixth round, for example, Morrell looked like he was beginning to wilt a bit. In the fifth round, Benavidez, who had been going to the body very well, landed I can't remember whether it was a left or a right, but it did seem to get Morrell's attention seriously. And then from then on, in the sixth round, you were beginning to think, I think he's beginning to unravel here. But Morrell would come back, whereas Benavidez's pressure was consistent. And then when he got in close, everything from his jab to his hooks to the body were fantastic, fantastically accurate as well. But Morrell would sort of fire these clusters just when he thought he was about to cave in. He would fire these clusters of punches, and it showed tremendous heart, Morrell, tremendous heart. And not just a great chin, but he must have ribs of steel as well, because he was taking some hellacious wallops to the body. Now, Benavidez was also getting clipped and caught, but I don't think Morrell could really put a dent in him. Not really. Whereas you just felt that the sheer output of Benavidez was grinding Morrell down. But again, like I say, Morrell was coming back with these sudden bursts of salvos and was able to keep in the fight and win rounds, Then when we got up to the 11th round, that was a bit of chaos because it was a relatively even round. I thought Morrell was winning it. Again, there wasn't much in it. Benavidez putting on the pressure, and suddenly Morrell landed I think it was a southpaw hook, so it was a right hook. And Benavidez was on the floor. He sort of scuttled onto the floor. He wasn't hurt, but the referee counted him. And you thought, okay, so it could be a 10-8 for Morrell here. But Benavidez, having taken account, thought the hell with this and went straight after Morrell, got him on the ropes. And as the bell sounded, Benavidez was really railing on Morrell. Morrell was firing back occasionally, like trying to thread some punches through the offense of Benavidez. But the bell went, and there may have been one of Benavidez's punches may have been like a fraction of a second late. So Morrell throws a right hand that lands slap bang on Benavidez, clearly a second at least after the bell, and the referee takes a point off him. Says, no, and Morrell's pissed off. What are you doing that for? So what was a 10-8 round? I thought it was a Morrell round anyway. It was reduced to a 9-8. Hence the reason that me and two of the judges had it 115, 111 instead of 116, 112. 12th round, I thought Benavidez probably got him. You probably got that round two. It was by this point I think he got the points sewn up really. But it was just a fantastic fight between two guys at the absolute peak of their powers, both undefeated, both with great chins, both with great skills. One's a southpaw, one's orthodox. You couldn't ask for more. This is why we love boxing. This is why I love boxing, because you've got the fighting mixed in with the skills, the skill set. Every punch in the book that you can possibly throw, every combination that you can possibly throw is on display. Bodywork is on display, great bodywork, predominantly by Benavidez. And were there any losers in this fight? I mean, okay, Benavidez now 28 years old. Yeah, okay, I tell you what, I'd love to see Benavidez against Beterbiev. Fucking hell, can you imagine that? What an absolute atom bomb of a fight that would be. But Morrell can come again. He's 27 years old. He's not ancient. And that was only his 12th pro fight. So, two tremendous warriors. Really, really impressed with both of them. Loved them both. These are the fights that I love the game for. And do you agree? Do you agree? Let me know what you thought of this fight. Let me know what you thought of the scores. Did you have it wide or closer or whatever? But both men looking like real light heavyweights now. I mean, Morrell is 6'1", Benavidez is 6'2". They seem to have be settling into the weight better. And Canelo, all 5'7" of him, whatever he's 5'8" or whatever he is, he can thank his lucky stars that both these guys have gone, north of the border, because I'd pick either of them to beat him, to be honest. Anyway, let me know what you think. Comments below as usual. Thank you for watching this video. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed it. And please subscribe to the channel if you're new as well, because we want to build the channel up, don't we? Of course we do. All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. What a great fight. If you haven't watched it, go and have a look now. You will not be disappointed. Bye for now.